They say they had the perfect mom.
Now Cammie is a homeless drug addict who has been arrested 12 times.
Mom says her life...
Dumpster diving, I've eaten fruit out of the garbage.
Dang, you know I love me some garbage fruit. If you're new to the channel, you're probably wondering, who is this strange guy that's on my screen right now? And if you're old to the channel, then you're probably like, oh hey, it's Booyah. But don't worry, I have something to please everyone. If you want to hang out with me, have a laugh, listen to my narration, you can just sit back, relax, and keep watching. And if you don't want to deal with me, I've put a playlist in the description of all these clips in chronological order. Otherwise, we're gonna look at all these clips. I cut down the videos so it's only the juicy bits. We're gonna make some jokes, we're gonna roast this crazy crackhead, and we're gonna have a good time. So thank you guys for sticking with me. By now, all the losers have probably left. The real MVPs are still here. With that in mind, I have a special message for you today. I just want to say that I freaking love you guys so much. Like, honestly, like I don't think I'd say this enough. I don't know if I've even ever said it, but you guys are the reason I do this. You guys are the reason I keep making videos for this channel. Honestly, like the last 2 months, the comments, the support has been insane. Like, you guys have been awesome. When I started this channel, I could have never expected for so many people to enjoy my content. I honestly just love making you guys laugh. I love hanging out with you. Thank you for giving me a place to vent, for me to express myself. It's been such a great experience, and we're growing really fast, and it's just gonna keep going. So thank you so much to everyone, honestly. Without further ado, let's get into the video.
Did you think about that when you were married and having sex with a 17-year-old boy?
This just got even more crazy. I was ready to roast a crackhead, but I wasn't ready to roast a pedophile. They can't even send her to the ranch because she'll probably try to touch all the other kids. No ranch for you.
I don't even think I want her back.
You're going to bury your mother and spend the rest of your life without her.
Woo-hoo-hoo! Damn, son, savage! I don't feel like Dr. Phil's holding anything back anymore, honestly.
When I got into my addiction, I always tried to fake this image that everything was okay, that I was still the mom.
Alright, everybody, if you needed any more evidence that drugs are bad, just look at the before and afters of this lady. Honestly, like, she looked alright and she just ruined herself.
I would use a couple hours before I'd pick the kids up from school. I've driven my children around when I was high. I thought it was okay at that time.
It is not okay to get coked up and drive your kids around. I mean, it's one thing to ruin your own life, but putting your kids in danger, no, that's not okay.
I'd have my cocaine on me, and I would, go into the bathroom and lock the door. I would turn the lights out.
Baby, lock the door and turn the lights down low.
Go into the tub to do some blow.
And then I would lay a mirror across the tub, and I would snort my cocaine. Like, that was happiness.
Look out, she's like the Wolf of Wall Street. No, she's more like the crack whore of the Walmart store.
Drugs changed me.
Really?
One time I went to a local church and my kids wanted to go there, but I used that for an excuse to find some cash to get some dope.
Yeah, kids, let's go to church. I need some Jesus and I need some cocaine money.
But I got caught. Another time there was a...
So she goes on to explain how she stole money from the local church. She went to the school during parent-teachers conferences, stole some money from the purses there, and eventually she got caught. So the camera crew follows her around the ghetto and she flexes the street life on us.
This is like a little cubby hole, a great little place for someone who is homeless and wants to use dope.
Yeah, most people would call that a bush, but I mean a cubby hole for a homeless doper works too.
You kind of got to sleep with one eye open. People will rob you. There's people that get stabbed here all the time. Everybody's using everybody. Everybody's hurting somebody. And eventually, sometimes it can end in someone killing another person.
That was pretty terrifying. It sounds like an airplane was about to crash into her.
Sometimes it can end in someone killing another person.
Yeah, so she goes on a dumpster diving spree, and it's no surprise that this is the highlight of her day.
That looks like purses. And I'm going to grab it. They might not be all purses, but there's definitely a purse in here. Look at that, brand.
It seems like she found some pretty sweet stuff, honestly.
What's your reaction to what you're seeing?
It's disgusting. It's gross, and it
makes me angry. It's just lie after lie after lie, and I had no idea it was that bad. She's so manipulative that I'm angry. I mean, I'm angry now. I'm just angry.
But you should be, because you are being played like a fiddle.
Damn, like a fiddle? I don't even know anyone that can play the fiddle. That's sick.
I 100% believe my sister has a mental illness.
It's incredibly difficult to even have a conversation with her. She slurs her words. It's as if her mind just isn't fully firing at all cylinders.
Yeah, so it's obvious that the drugs have diluted her mind to a state of duh.
My mom's made very outrageous claims, saying that her ex-boyfriend is part of a cult.
Okay, now that I actually believe. It seems like a lot of girls that are doing crazy drugs are following some type of cult leader guy. I mean, that seems like the stereotype. I don't know anything about this. I don't even know why you watch me.
He's trying to kill her, sneaking women up into the attic, that he's feeding my mom my grandma's ashes.
Wait, she thinks her ex-cult leader is feeding her grandma's ashes? What the fuck?
My mom thinks that her ex planted a chip inside her and is tracking her every move.
This is where I show the definition of schizophrenia.
Schizophrenia is a complex mental disorder that makes it difficult to tell the difference between real and unreal experiences.
My mom gets paranoid about talking on the phone because she thinks that someone has tapped into her phone somehow and is recording her conversations.
I'm sure her conversations aren't too interesting. Like, who wants to actually bug that phone to hear this? Hey, I'll suck your dick for some coke.
I suck your dick. Ew.
Oh, some of that's obviously real, and some of it may not be.
Yeah, some of it may not be real. But I don't know, her ex feeding her grandma's ashes seems pretty legit. I mean, that sounds like it's actually happening.
Do you struggle with your thinking at times?
Me do drug. Me get dumb.
That you struggle with? Do you?
I just don't get enough sleep. And I'm scared. And I did get hit in the head with a rock.
Yeah, that's why I said some of these things are probably real.
Oh yeah, it probably wasn't even the drugs. It was probably just that rock that hit her that messed her up. Mystery solved.
I was scared.
Right.
I was scared.
Can't even keep her head up to speak. Honestly, this is just a truly broken individual. It's really sad to see the depths that people put them in with drug abuse, but goddamn, it makes me feel better about my life.
Do you think there's a time that your phone has been bugged?
Yes.
Oh, let me guess, it was your ex? That's really cryptic.
And do you know who would bug it or why?
Yes.
Who?
I didn't say.
Pardon me?
There's somebody. I'm sure it's the dope.
Pardon me?
I'm sure it's the dope.
I'm sure it's the dope too.
I feel like I need somebody to care about me.
But
I'm
Mommy,
scared
do
to let
you
go
make
alone.
up these lies because you think I'm not going to care otherwise?
Yes, she does. And she probably tells you these stories because she's high as hell.
It's about
what? I'm living on the street. It's not.
No,
it's
but
not
Mom,
easy out there.
you say that someone put a chip in your head, or that someone's feeding you ashes, and that there's people hiding in the attic.
I mean, I'm gonna stick to my theory that it's 100% true. Seems legit.
I realized that was probably craziness talking.
But do you understand that's inappropriate for you to tell your daughter?
You know, drugs have a different effect on people. Some people can take cocaine one time, have a heart attack, and die. You did it. It changed you dramatically.
Changed everything about me. It checked out.
And things change in terms of your thresholds for pleasure.
We're gonna learn all about pleasure from Dr. Phil.
You start to change psychologically based on what has happened to you neurologically.
Pretty much everything that he says through here can be summed up with one sentence. Drugs are bad, okay?
I can't hit myself. So I have a friend here. He's gonna go ahead and give me the hit.
What a good friend, honestly. When you can't hit yourself, a good friend will be there to hit you.
Well, what are you thinking? This sounds very sensitive because it's swollen. I have really good veins.
How is Dr. Phil's cameraman just sitting there watching her do drugs? He's like behind the camera like, oh shit, dude, this bitch is gonna die. He's like, oh, this is good TV. I don't know why. It's fucking 1940. We got a crank camera. What is this?
Whew, that was strong. Well, that is a strong hit.
I mean, you guys never even thought to stop her. So the mom freaks out while they're showing the tape of her. She storms off the stage.
Bye.
Dr. Phil's just like, see ya, bye.
Bye. Nope, leave her alone.
Look, I did it.
And she comes right back in a little bit.
It's making it sound like I don't love my children.
No, I'm just describing your behavior, which is very unloving.
savage burn, man. This is why we love you, Phil. This is why we love you.
Based on observations.
Don't say things like that.
Based on observations,
They're my
it
babies. I
appears
love
that
them.
you don't.
Don't you ever say something like that again.
Well, I am saying that. I'm saying it very loud, very clear.
Go on, Phil. Get some.
Get some.
Get some.
Based on results, based on your behavior. If please don't love me if that's how you love your children. That's for sure. At this point, I need to ask you two where you stand with regard to your mother's addiction, with your mother's lifestyle.
So the daughters put their feet down. They're not having any more of their mom's shit. And I say kudos to you. Good job. Tough love is the way to go when you got hard drugs on the table.
I'm not doing anything else after this. You can't call me. You can't, borrow clothes, borrow money. You can't ask for rides. I cannot be a part of your life, and I cannot have you in my life.
Preach, sister, preach.
If you do not choose us, we have chose you over and over, and I need you to choose us, or you can never be part of my life ever again, and I will not speak to you because you're not my mom right now.
And we want you to get your stuff packed up. We're gonna go directly from here to the Meadows.
I have no problem going nowhere. It's the best thing for me.
Okay, so it all looks good. She's going to get help.
Is your bag downstairs?
Wait a minute, I want to say goodbye. I can't walk out of my life like that.
Do you really want to live the life that you have been living? I mean, answer.
Or not. Or she is. I don't know. Why do they keep debating me? Why do they keep switching back and forth? This is so sketchy, dude. This is like the biggest plot twist ever. This is bigger than the end of The Sixth Sense.
They don't know they're dead. Squidward.
Yellow sand look like SpongeBob. You still rock bottom at the bus stop, bitch. Squidward nose up in your hole. Dick in the sandy cheek, she touch her toes. Leaning like the tower of pizza. Eating my crusty crab pizza. I forget, bitch, I don't need her. Someone get Patrick a t-shirt.